All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell you gotta do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out before we start. Write me at KingTyson713@yahoo.com if you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something. Write me, KingTyson713@yahoo.com. Also, if you like this content, please go to the video tab section of this YouTube channel. Click on the video that interests you. Watch it. Give me some feedback in the comments. I really appreciate that. So look. Let's make this a quick video. Brother man gets knocked out on a Carnival cruise ship. He was getting into it with another passenger, a person on board, another dude. We don't know how the beginning of the argument start, but somebody was filming like people do when people arguing. It's like people automatically know when you start seeing two people arguing, somebody pull their phone out, they record because it's finna be a fight. People, we got to stop doing that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, they was already recording it. They was arguing. All I remember watching the part, dude said, "Where you from?" Dude said, "I'm from Dade County." The other dude said, "He from North Carolina." So dude was like, "That's why you with some," because the dude was sitting with some white women. So I guess the dude from Dade County was mad. It was like, "Well, that's why you from North Carolina, you with these white women." I don't know what that got to do with anything. You know what I'm saying? It's white women everywhere. But anyway, man, dude they were trying to tell dude to just leave. The dude that's from Dade County, dude he started walking away, and then he came back, and man, dude from North Carolina stood up and straight punched him. One hit a quitter. Dude just out of there, and people was jumping up. I ain't gonna lie, it was all black people that was watching the recording, jumping up. They was cheering, laughing, and dude just knocked out on the floor. You know what I mean? I don't even think he was with a woman, but it's like, if he was with a woman, what can she say? What can she, like, you just got knocked out in front of your girl. So let me say this, fellas. This is rules of engagement, right? Because I got to talk to my brothers on this video, right? Rules of engagement, right? This is not back in the day when we was kids. I remember when I was a young kid coming up, right? If I'm like 10, 11 years old, right? If I'm getting into it with another young boy my age, right? We arguing, and I'm waiting for him to, well, hit me. You want to do something? Hit me. And I used to do that, right? So I used to wait on the person I'm finna fight back in the day when I was a young kid to hit me first, and then we start fighting. But also too, I used to be like, okay, well, push me. I used to wait on this. Somebody push you, so they push you, you push them, and then the person swing, and then y'all. I used to be thinking like that when I was a little kid, right? But as you get older, you cannot think like you just gonna argue with somebody. Some people don't have the capacity to sit there and argue with you, and you get loud. When somebody stand up, raise up, if they sitting down, and for one thing, fellas, let's talk about it. Since we all gentlemen, we all brothers watching this video. Well, I'm talking, y'all watching me, right? If you standing up and somebody sitting down and they raise up, there's finna be some type of physical altercation going on, right? If you sitting down and somebody's standing over you, you never let a man stand over you. You get up automatically. You need to be ready. Don't think that it's just, we just finna argue and that's it. No, if you getting ready to argue with a man, already have in your mind, you finna get ready to swing. You need to, like, certain things that, brothers, we gotta understand is that there's certain trigger words that you could say that it might, like, somebody call you a bitch. You know, a bitch is automatically fighting words, you know? And it's like, you might say some shit, like somebody might say some shit to you, that might not signal for you to get ready to swing, but for them, it may, you know? So you got to be ready as a man. You got to be ready at all times. This is why I tell brothers, get active. Start shadow boxing at home, you know, start kind of working out a little bit. You know, if you taking some boxing lessons, wrestling, UFC shit, whatever you got to do, because you never know, as a man, we're going to get tried. And let me say this. A lot of times when you are with a woman, especially if you are with an attractive woman, I promise you, you might get into some type of not necessarily a physical altercation, but you might get into a situation where you might have to fight, because just like you with this attractive woman, another man is going to be jealous that you got that attractive woman and want to pursue her when you right there in the vicinity, if you right there, or it could be a facility, y'all in the same place, right? Say vicinity, right in that range, right? I'm trying to be, but anyway, listen, y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? So you gotta be prepared. It's like if you go to the club with your girl, and then like it's a saying, you go to the club, you go to a lounge with your woman, right? The minute you get up, you say, man, I'm finna go use the restroom, I guarantee you, it seems like brothers be waiting. It's like a radar. They be like, okay, he just got to go to the restroom. She free by herself. I'm finna go holler. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just go straight holler. You come back for the restroom, you got a dude sitting there right there trying to talk to your girl. And it's like, now you got to be like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, look. Cause that could go two ways. That could be, you could be like, hey, look, man, this my girl. You know what I'm saying? Dude might try to step you like, I'm talking to her not. You know, even if your girl telling him to like, chill, I got my dude, right? You know what I'm saying? It just, you fellas, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. And let me say this. You with your girl and you get to a physical altercation, right? Even if you lose the fight, at least you threw them things. You throwing them. You know what I'm saying? You throwing them. At least it's commendable if you still throw them. But to get straight, like, you don't do nothing and the dude just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and also too, if you know you can't fight, if you know you ain't had a fight since you was in elementary school, you trying to pick a fight with somebody and you not ready, because this is the thing, you can't never underestimate nobody. That's one thing I can say about the newer day. I remember back in the day, man, like, used to see, being a black brother, being a black man, I remember back in the day, used to see it is just stereotype shit, I know y'all, but used to see a white dude and you like, oh man, this white guy, he can't fight. You know, you ever get to a white guy, you know, you like, oh man, I knock white dude out. You know, and there's nothing against white people. I'm just saying, like, how brothers, we used to think like crazy like this, you know what I'm saying? But then a lot of these white boys, they start training with UFC shit. So you 2025, you think, okay, oh, this is a white boy, I'm finna knock him out. Man, a white boy put a move on your ass, choke you out, break your arm, hit you, man, spin you around, put you on the ground, lay your ass out. You gotta be, as a man, you gotta be ready, straight up. And not even just that, you know, everybody, I'm in Texas, so we in a carrying state. That's another thing. I'm in Texas, and it's an open carry state with pistols. So it's like, you got a gun, anybody got a gun. So you have to be careful, you know. But back to the Cruz thing, right? Yeah, so dude got knocked out. He got embarrassed. I'm going to just say, man, to my brothers out here, you know, you got to be ready at all times. You never when dude got up, dude was finna already be engaged to swing. You got to be ready. Always prepare yourself. You just, as a man, you just never know. You can't never think somebody just gonna argue and that's gonna be it. Some people don't even argue. Some people, the minute you say one word, they just already getting off. They already getting off. So you can't think as a man that we just gonna argue back and forth and I'm gonna walk away, I'm gonna talk loud, and that's gonna be it. Everybody don't go for that. So you gotta be ready at all times. But yeah, I think dude, I don't know if he was with a woman, but yeah, he got knocked out. People's laughing at him. It's a world star moment. It done went viral. Dude. But you know, another thing too, brothers, you know, I want my brothers to understand too, if you don't have to get into a fight, please don't get into a fight, because we got to remember, when you put your hands on somebody, you know, you never know what the outcome is. I'm going to be real with you. You never know. There's instances where a dude might hit somebody, and people don't talk about this, but there's been a lot of deaths like this. You hit somebody, dude hit the ground, but hit his head on the cement, and dudes die. People don't think about that. You hit somebody so hard, it don't be the fact of the blow that will unalive a man. It be he hit his head on the ground, and be unalive. Now you going to jail, going to prison for manslaughter, for a fight, or you don't think about somebody got family members that love them too. So when you do that, people got family members that's gonna come back. Like it's a lot of shit as a man you gotta think about before you get into a fight. And is it worth it? Like as men, we know how to be, it's macho, it's bravado, but everything is not warranted for a fight. I'm gonna be real, as a black man, we don't know how to argue responsibly amongst two men. When two men are arguing, 9 times out of 10 it's finna be a fight. We don't know how to have a debate without it be brothers getting into it could be starting off as a Michael Jordan versus LeBron James, who's the GOAT argument, disagreement, discussion. And that shit'll turn into a real physical fight because we don't know how to debate a lot of the times. As black brothers, we don't know how to debate. We automatically go want to fight. And sometimes, fellas, it ain't worth it. But hey, like I tell my brothers, you got to be ready at all times. And dude wasn't ready. He was talking that noise like he was ready, and he got knocked out. And then now he done got world star moment. It done went viral. You done got knocked out in front of females. And that's the worst thing. And that's another thing. You got to be careful too. Fellas, even if you beat somebody up, and you beat them up in front of a female, dude, that probably be ego. Dude will come back and want to unalive you. I ain't gonna lie. Dude be looking to hunt you down because dudes don't want to take that embarrassment. That's another thing you got to think about. So I don't know, man. Ladies, if you with a man, you try to de-escalate the situation. Your man, ladies, you watching this, your man. Try to de-escalate the situation. Baby, let's go. Baby, let's go. Ladies, don't be the type that's egging on the situation because you never know what can happen. And if something happened to your man, now you feel guilty because you could have helped stop them. Now, when it get physical, you physically can't stop a man. You're not strong enough to do that, ladies. But before it gets to the physical part, you can grab your man by the hand, try to pull him, talk to him, baby, let's go. It's not worth it. You can do that. And a lot of times that kind of do work. I know, ladies, you got to stand in a woman's place, which you do. But you can tell them, hey, baby, let's go. You can tell them that let's go. Then if you don't want to go, if he said I'm not going nowhere, then hey, at least you tried. If he get into a fight, he lose, that's on him. But ladies, don't egg it on. Don't try to what I'm saying. That's my thing, fellas. This is a couple of things I want to say. I just seen this story, and I wanted to talk about it. It's like dude got played tough and got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? In front of all these women, in front of all these people on a cruise ship. And all because I don't know. We don't know what is all over, but we just know the dude was talking about it was some women right there, and he was talking to white women. So he said, well, that's why you from North Carolina, you talking to white women, which I think shit, brothers from everywhere talk to white women. I don't know what that got to do with anything, but yeah. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. It's a viral video. Y'all can look at it. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. Don't forget to like and subscribe. One love. I'm out.